Hey peeps, welcome in. It's me, Pigeon Wishes, your resident Pigeon Fae from the UK. And today, we're doing another detective game. I know we did detective game yesterday, but hear me out. I'm still in like a weird mood. I think I'm like having a weird week this week where I'm kind of like very sappy. So we're going to do fun games and put off Beholder until maybe next week when I'm feeling a little less like bleh. Because that game's quite dark and heavy. Whereas the game we're playing today, I only know about its sequel actually. And there's another one coming out next year, so I thought it'd be good to get a head start on it now. So that way, when the new game comes out next year, we can have played both of the pre-games first. So today we're playing Detective Grimoire, which is a point-and-click series based following a detective in a fantasy world. The sequel game has like massively good reviews, but I thought we should start with the first one. It's another pigeon likes an art style, so you will have to put up with it kind of game. It's another pigeon likes an art style, so you will have to put up with it kind of game. You know, the classic pigeon move. What else has been up? Yeah, I would have played Beholder today. That was the plan on the schedule, but as we know, my schedules are like up for debate. Heavily up for debate. And I'm just not in the kind of headspace where I could play Beholder still. And I've got like a little bit of a headache going on. So like... Hi CJ, welcome in hun. We've just started, you've not missed anything. But yeah, today I was going to play Beholder, but we're playing Detective Grimoire instead. I'm just in like a weird, funny mood, and I'm not really in the mood to play anything particularly dark and gruesome. And Beholder's like quite a heavy game. So we'll do this instead. We'll still play Yuppie Psycho tomorrow. But for tonight, plans changed. Plans changed. Shrug. Plans changed, shrug. My plans are always up for debate, whether I'll actually do them or not anyway. Right, back from break. Let's get into it. Plot myself in the corner. Plot myself in this corner. Okay, Myrna, what's the title for today? We'll do the title before we get into the game. We'll do the title before we get into the game. Okay, so it's now introducing the Great Pigeon, Walker de Fay Garbos, true slaver's detective of shrimpage, witch apprentice of the 12th Circle, master necromancer Murakan, satirist of archaeology, trap finder of the party, oath sheep, best and favourite pigeon, owner of Snaramy, friend of Snoobis, great general Snidgen, inheritor of the Grundlewold estate, co-founder of the Spooky Girls group, Pigeon, aka La Creature from the Snibble, Minecrafter with Lady Abby, maker of the good soup combination of gasoline and gunpowder. This title needs 2 parts to be fully encompassed. We are committing Mordor on trains. Dino Cop is not a good thief. Beloved by many, I will view wishes. Nice. Getting Dino Cop in there. Getting Dino Cop in there. Nice. So yeah, as I was saying, this is a prequel game. I'm going to go to options and turn down SFX a little bit. No, that's still pretty loud. I may turn music down like a smidge and ambient down a smidge as well, just so that we can have just so that we can have the voice acting at peak. This is an older game. This is like, came out in 2014. It's a prequel to another game that I want to play on stream, but we're playing this one first. Yeah, that's a better volume. Dabeninging. Okay, well we got headphones, so we're already set. Already, interesting art style, like the painterly feel.
"2025 last night. A murder occurred in a remote part of this swamp. A small tourist attraction, deep within the heart of the marshal."
Hold on. A tourist attraction? Here?
Yeah, it does have kind of Nightmare Before Christmas
I don't
intro
get it.
music.
Why would anyone come here by choice?
"I've explained this already. This area is famous."
Famous. All I read was that some idiot thought they saw an alien here 100 years ago.
Get your facts
I'm gonna
straight
move
for
my-
once.
I'm gonna move myself,
We're talking
I'm
about
in
a
the way.
creature that's lived in the swamp for over 60 years.
Okay, so it's a 60-year-old alien. I still don't see why it matters.
If it matters to anyone, it's you. That creature is our prime suspect.
The murder suspect?
That's right. This is no Loch Ness monster. You need to be taking this seriously.
No, look, come on. How am I supposed to arrest something that might not exist?
You've always enjoyed a challenge before. You can start by reading this.
Our case file? Heh, there's not a lot of it, is there?
As usual, we only know the bare essentials at this point.
Okay. So we got a police file, we got a case for Detective Pigeon to crack. The case of Swamp Circus attraction. I'll come up with a better name. Richard Remington, founder of the tourist attraction Boggy's Bog, was found dead outside his office at 2:45 last night. Exact cause of death is unknown. 3 small wounds to the chest suggest an attack from a clawed creature. Slime around the wound and footprints found at the scene suggest the culprit was Boggy, a legendary swamp creature. Any of the 7 other people present in the camp last night could hold vital information. And it sort of just shows us that's what the swamp monster looks like. It's like a catfish octopus. I think he's also the tourist attraction from the looks of it, considering he's standing in a puddle there. Page 2 is his 3 claw marks. I can't see any claws on this thing. So already I suspect not him.
Richard Remington, he was in charge of this, tourist attraction. Boggy's Bog? What a name.
Boggy is the name of our creature. Well, nowadays it is.
You mean that stupid cartoon character? I've heard of him. That thing is our murder suspect?
There's more to Boggy than the cartoon character, I promise you. This is the place it all began. You'll find out soon enough.
Already liking the art style of this. I know the second game has a slightly different art style. Chapter 1, a swamp full of secrets.
Your case file is in the top right.
I'll let chat. So chat rules for detective games and stuff. It's been a while since I brought it up, but the rules are that I will make it obvious if I want chat's help. So if I want chat to help, I will straight up say, chat, write this down for me. Because it just stops people from being tempted. So if people want help, or want to help, wait until I specifically say, chat, tell me this thing. Otherwise, leave it up to me, because it's funnier if I make mistakes.
You can look at your clues and suspect profiles in here. When you've collected some, of course.
Already pretty good voice acting as well for a 14-year-old game.
I'll stay and guard our boat, so if you're confused, come back here and I'll help you.
So here's the hints system as well. This is our people, list of people, list of clues, and behind me is a map.
That's where I need to go. I can switch to walk mode with the button in the bottom right. Oh, and if I'm feeling confident, I can turn off those sparkly hit icons in the options menu.
We'll leave them for now, but we'll see how obvious it makes it.
Wow, you didn't get lost yet.
No, I only just got here. Who are you?
You don't
A nice
remember.
animations.
Of course, you're not great at remembering. I should be offended, though.
You're that weird girl from the fairground.
Saw your hat blow through here already. You must be slow, if it would
Who
even
are you-
wait for you.
I feel like maybe is there another game I
That means
missed?
I'd better go after it. You can wait here and
You'll
behave.
get lost. I would never forgive myself if I let you go through without the map.
You have a map of the swamp?
Not anymore. I'm giving it to you.
You should really stay here. It's dangerous. There's been a murder. Although I suppose you know all about it already?
They're saying it was the creature, but it can't be him. He doesn't seem like a killing sort of creature. Nope.
She does look like Little May from Moomins. I think she would
Wait,
rob us.
what do you mean? If you... she disappeared. I might pretend I imagined her.
Is there another game that we've not seen? Because they mentioned us seeing that character before, and I've never seen that character before. Detective Grimoire. Not that I can see. Okay. I just checked because that sounded like we should know who that character is. But I can't see a second game. Or like a third. I can't see a first game that isn't this.
The fence that seems to surround this entire area is an opportunity for a photographic memento. The two characters are an explorer and Boggy himself. Are they fighting?
No, that looks like a hug.
It's an old statue of Boggy. His feet are hidden in a bucket of murky water.
I am going to turn the sparkles off. Because I do not need it to be sparkling at me. Because I feel like I just want to interact with things.
Just my luck, the gate's closed. Looks like I can move these metal latches around. I should just have to slide at least one of them out of the bottom of the lock. Then I'll be able to get through this gate. Probably.
Okay, so it's a slidey puzzle. It's not too hard. This is an easy slidey puzzle.
Hey, nice. I might get one of these from my office.
Nice, 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 nice.
This is the tourist attraction? The whole thing just doesn't make sense to me. Let's do some thinking. Drag any two stray thoughts into those slots at the bottom.
Okay, so kind of a Blake Manor situation
And
with how we
flick through
deduce
the
things.
connecting statements in between to make a sentence. Tap the confirm button to try it out. I just have to focus my thoughts and reach a conclusion. Boggy's Bog seems like the middle of nowhere.
The swamp is far too remote for the tourist attraction to make any money.
The swamp is far too remote for the tourist attraction to make any money. It's really bugging me.
So why have the tourist attraction in the middle of nowhere?
What's the story behind this place? Note to self, don't fall in.
Correct.
Apparently, there's a museum to the left and a cafe to the right. I'm not hungry though. This place is putting me off food.
What's up
There's a
there?
hollow part of the tree right at the front, but it's too dark to see inside.
So far, interesting.
These flower petals seem a little out of place, lying on the ground over there. A rather prominent tree stump looming over the wooden pathway. It's hard to ignore.
Our main
I
character is
should
at
visit
least
the
not
crime
annoying.
scene before I do anything else. I think Officer James said it was to the west.
This way then.
Rocks sitting in the water like stepping stones. If that was a natural occurrence, it's a very convenient one. There's
Path
a narrow
up
pathway
here.
leading up that hill and through the trees. It doesn't look inviting. I'm not sure it's part of the tourist attraction.
They said it was up here.
The strange footprints stop right by these reeds. Maybe I should take a closer look. Maybe I can move some of them out of the way. A strange pair of green flippers, badly hidden
So
in the
someone
reeds outside the office.
pretending to be the creature then. Okay. Someone pretending to be the creature. Maybe not for the murder
There are bizarre
reasons.
footprints with 3 toes leading up to the office door, and back down into those reeds by the water. So, this is where they found Remington's body. There's an open window above Remington's body. One of the curtains is ripped and hanging on the outside.
He probably fell.
I don't like it here. What's this? There's a lockpick dropped amongst the weeds down here in the water. I just have to work out which vine to break and tap that button.
So far I think we've figured out... Oh, hi Mortales, welcome in. So we're playing, it's an older game, 2014, but it's the prequel to a game that I want to play, and another game that's coming out on my wish list next year. So a guy has been murdered, and they think it's the swamp creature, but so far we're finding evidence that it's somebody who is dressed up as the swamp creature. At the moment we've got to figure out which one of these is the correct 3.
That's the one, but I
get the
wonder where
lockpick.
this lockpick came from.
We're hunting clues, we just arrived, you've not really missed much. A lockpick discarded near the entrance to Remington's office, covered in strange liquid slime, most likely used by the murderer to break into Remington's office.
I can't get in here without a key, and I don't feel like kicking the door down. Maybe if I get desperate later on.
Human shoe
There are
prints.
bizarre footprints with 3 toes leading and back down into...
We're going to ignore the human shoe prints?
I can't get in here with... Maybe... There are bizarre... and...
Let's go to the clearing. Oh, there's people here now.
Some suspects.
There's people here now.
Let's get this investigation started.
Who are you?
Yes, do you have a message for me?
No, I don't think so.
Then why are you here? I'm incredibly busy.
You don't look it. Who are you anyway?
What a question.
Already
You're
very
serious?
charming character
I
design.
am Vincent van der Peer.
The famous movie director?
The artist, the visionary, the auteur. I'm a man of many talents.
We got to figure out who we think is the murderer. So once we've met everyone, chat, we should guess who we think is going to have done it. It's a very talented beard.
It is a very talented beard you've got, at least.
You're in my line. Could you take a few steps back, please?
But then I'd be too far away to talk to you.
I know.
Were you working yesterday? Here in the swamp, I mean?
Indeed, I was working. Very hard indeed. Well into the night.
Hard work, is it? Getting to know the swamp?
You jest. But yesterday I was getting even more involved than usual. Yes, difficult to comprehend, I know.
So what kind of work were you doing?
Well, I was, unable to find my faithful cameraman last night. He had hidden himself quite completely from view.
Bobby Burrow, right? Did you need him to film for you?
So that's sus.
But being a resourceful
for
type
them.
of man, I stepped up and took on the responsibility myself.
That means they don't really have an
I was
alibi.
filming in this exact area, in fact.
You were filming?
Hi,
last
Jeannie.
night?
Welcome in, hon.
Here?
Yes, at the time of the murder, I believe. But wait, I know what you're thinking. Now, don't forget, I'm not here to shoot some experimental documentary. I have no interest in late-night surveillance footage.
Did you see anything at all? What is it you were filming?
The water.
He
I was
is. He is a
filming the
charmingly
water.
rude
It's
little
a
man.
fascinating subject, one that has me captivated to the point where
So, you didn't see anything useful? Got excited there for a minute.
Nothing useful to you, my good detective. But there are some odd sounds on the audio track.
Okay,
Nothing but
this is a bunch of
wild
clues that he's
animals
giving
going
us
about
straight
their
away.
nighttime rituals, I'm sure.
Me, when I see a treat. No. Me when I see a treat. That sounds like a gunshot. A clang. Footage recorded last night at the exact time of the murder, filmed by Vincent Van Dippier in the clearing on the west side of the camp, near the crime scene. There's nothing to see, but various clues can be heard on the audio track. Creaking, then a guy shouts, then there's a bang, then there's a clang, now a guy shouting, curtain rips, falls onto the pier below, someone drops something.
What's a famous guy like you doing in a place like this?
Quite. I'm sure you're thinking, why doesn't he send an assistant? But that's not the way this
Which director
works.
do we think he's supposed to look like?
What
Because
are
he
you
looks like
doing?
someone to me.
I'm feeling, I'm experiencing, I'm...
Is he supposed to be
discovering
Tarantino?
This area, the history, the atmosphere.
Who's the one that's
It's
like
the
obsessed
perfect
with
setting
like
for my
method
next film.
acting? I can't
I'm
remember.
on a scouting mission to get to know this swamp before I begin work on the latest masterpiece in a string of masterpieces.
You're making a movie about Boggy? About the swamp creature?
Of course. He's a fascinating individual, isn't he? So mysterious.
No idea, I haven't met him yet. Is that your cameraman over there?
Yes, that's right. Bobby Burl, my faithful right-hand man. Well, faithful enough, you know.
No, I don't know.
He's an expert cameraman. Really knows his trade, of course. But he
His
gets
hair
a bit
perplexes
muddled
me.
when it comes to priorities.
Like how? You mean he's lazy? He doesn't look lazy.
I don't know. I think he's an asshole, but
Oh,
he's
no,
like
nothing of the sort.
charmingly an asshole.
He just has a little hobby that sometimes distracts him from his work. But I wouldn't want anyone else shooting for me.
We got naught to talk to you about now.
All right, let's see. Another suspect.
No, it's fine, Mortalis.
That's a little rude.
I don't care.
I'm sorry. Did I say that bit out loud?
Maybe not. Maybe I can hear your thoughts.
So would you be able to answer my questions before I asked you?
Would you be able to question my answers before I tell you?
I could try.
I'm Bobby Burl, professional cameraman. Pleased to meet you.
The voice acting is
I'm
actually pretty
Detective Grimoire.
decent from an
I'm
old
here to
game like
investigate
this.
last
This is
night's
for
murder.
2014,
Obviously.
remember?
Grimoire.
And it's an
Strange.
indie game. It's a
Is that your
2014
first
indie
name?
game. Oh, there's so many good options here. So we have, is that our first name? We have first name. What is a first name? It's my 23rd name, but it's the one I like the best. It's my second name. Detective is my first. Oh, there's some good options there, chat. I already appreciate the sense of humour this game has. I kind of like it's my 23rd name, but it's the one I like the best. But also, it's my second name. Detective is my first is also good. Ooh. I'll go 23rd
It's actually
name.
my 23rd name, but it's the one I like the best. Is there something I should ask the cameraman?
Vincent DePere told me that was nowhere. Yeah, he told me you were nowhere to be
Vincent
found
Van
last
Depeer
night.
told me that Bobby Burl was nowhere to be found last night. Simple enough. What was Mr. Burl doing last night that meant he couldn't help out his boss?
Hello, sir. Tell me about
you already
yourself.
told me what you do, but now, why would a cameraman be working here?
I go where I'm needed. Vincent wanted to come to the swamp, and I was happy to help.
Vincent
He's
Van
dressed
Depeer.
like a
You mean that man
barbarian.
standing on that rock over there?
That's right. I've worked with him for many years.
Is he your boss?
Oh, I don't know about that. We work together. He's tried to film here before, but he never got permission until about a week ago.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Why did you want
interesting.
to come here in the first place?
That's
If
interesting.
you're looking for a reason to write down in your notebook, I'm sure he can tell you if you ask him. I'm just the guy who carries around the camera.
You always carry that camera with you?
Most of the time.
Can anyone just walk in here and start filming?
So, Vincent DePeter only recently got permission from Richard Remington to film here.
Vincent Van Depeer only recently got permission from Richard Remington to film here in the swamp. I wonder if Mr. Van Depeer has been breaking rules. Or maybe he'll have an excuse. You were here yesterday, I presume?
Nice
last
question to
night?
ask him.
Yes, I was.
Like, ask him how he
Here
got
in this
permission.
clearing?
Because that is a
I was over at
motive.
the cafe getting something to eat. Richard Remington was there too.
Remington? You saw him last night? Just before the murder?
That's right, I saw him. He left the cafe looking rather ill. I offered to help, but he just wanted to go back to his office. He looked
So
like
he
he had a
just
lot on his
saw
mind.
it.
He was ill
Oh
yesterday?
no, I mean they have permission
Perhaps it was
now.
something he ate.
But like, did they do something dodgy to get that permission?
I heard from Mr. Van Depeer over there that you were nowhere to be found last night.
Didn't I say I was at the cafe?
Yeah, you did. But your director needed you for some filming, and he couldn't find you. What were you doing that was so important?
Well, let's see. After I ate, I had to walk around the swamp. I didn't have my camera, so I was free to stretch my legs for once.
Where was your camera? Don't you carry it around with you all the time?
No, not all the time.
You left it with Van Depeer, and he used it instead that night.
That's right, he was looking after that camera. So I went for a late-night stroll. This place is beautiful in the evenings.
That's fair. I think I'd like to
walked
wander around
around?
a swamp.
You didn't do anything?
They do seem quite
Didn't
pretty.
See anyone?
Like certain times a
I
year they
can't
seem
say
like they'd be
that.
pretty.
I have various ways to pass the time, you know.
Van Depeer said you had a hobby on the side.
Is that what he said? Well, yes, he's right. I brought 2 cameras with me when I came here. I left my video camera, yes. But I have another one. It's much smaller, and it only takes black and white photographs. You know the kind I mean?
A really old one?
Yes, I suppose so. I've always enjoyed traditional photography, and this place
You
is a
know,
wonderful
that's
opportunity to
actually
take
a
some
nice
pictures of
hobby
the
to
natural
have.
environment.
I've got a Polaroid
So,
camera that I
you were having
take
some time off to
photos
take
with.
black and white photographs? For fun?
Only one photograph. You have to be disciplined when you're not using a digital camera.
Can I see it?
Of course. I took it near the woods at the back of the swamp. It's quite an interesting shot, but the light qualities weren't perfect.
Here we are. Feel free to take a look.
Wait, what? This is a photo?
I haven't developed it yet. I only took it last night. Just brush the developing fluid over the photo to reveal the image.
Okay, I appreciate the interactiveness of everything we're doing.
What? Is that Boggy? The swamp creature just standing in the water?
It could be. Personally, I'm not convinced, but I'll let you decide for yourself.
I'm not convinced by that either. We need to see the real Boggy first. Because from what we saw of the photo of Boggy, Boggy has like short legs. Yeah, this isn't Boggy. This is someone dressed in a fake Boggy costume. We can ask him about his
I heard
stuff
this
as
isn't
well.
the first time you've tried to film here.
Where? In the swamp? What are you talking about?
Remington denied your
denied you
permission.
the filming permission in the past.
Oh, that. Nothing but the natural process of being in a profession like mine. Every situation simply requires the right approach before the gears start turning smoothly. You understand, I'm sure.
Why did Remington not want you filming here? And why did he change his mind?
It wasn't even up to him. This area is protected, you know. There are certain rules, certain regulations. I encounter this kind of thing all the time, really.
That doesn't explain why he changed his tune. It's a little suspicious.
Why would you say that?
A famous movie director suddenly gets his way.
Yes, I do mean an Instax camera. I have a green one. I have a green Instax camera that has a space case, like a case that's like space themed. And I use it to take Polaroid photos when I'm like on holiday. Because I think, or when I'm going to like an important thing, I take a Polaroid photo because I think it's just nice to have Polaroid photos around. I've got a whole photo album. I've also got different kinds of film as well, with different like borders and stuff. It's just a fun hobby.
I wonder how that happened. Time to use my notebook. Just drag an item onto the paper to draw the idea.
I am famous. I am the boss. Money?
Right. That's the one. I think you bribed Remington to get the filming rights.
Well, bribe is a strong word. It was just a little arrangement between friends. Nothing worth getting upset about. I simply promised him a cut of my next movie's profits. It made sense, since he owned the area anyway.
Hi, Mixel.
Just
Welcome
a
in. I'm doing
favour for a
okay, hun.
favour.
Thank you for asking.
So you would have owed him money.
Only a small percentage, simply out of courtesy. And not for
Honestly.
a long time either.
That's not like that scummy. Because that's like pretty normal practice in filming. Is to like say that you're gonna, that if someone lets you shoot your film in their location, they'll get a cut of the profit once you start making profit. Like that's not that odd. Spearmy's doing well, hun. He's here on my shoulder, chilling, solving detectives with mine. Oh, nice. Mine's more modern than that. Mine is... You take a photo and it prints out at the bottom of the camera. And then you kind of just do what you do with a Polaroid. It automatically develops. I don't have to have a dark room and stuff. Although I have done that kind of photography before. With homemade pinhole cameras. But I couldn't do that kind of photography long term now that I'm not in education, because the fluids you need for that are actually kind of expensive. Like developing film and developing fluids are like kind of expensive.
I I don't think it's a window, but this hatch is shut at the moment. I can't see inside. This side of the museum is surrounded by blue and red flowers.
So someone went through here.
I don't think it's this. That's the logo for Boggy's Bog. So, I'm guessing this museum is an official part of the tourist attraction. I hope they don't charge an entrance fee.
I can't see...
That museum is quite a nice building, which makes it look even more out of place in a swamp. Is it being held up on wooden supports? It's bizarre. That museum... Wait, is it...
Huh, it is being held up by wooden supports. Yeah, if you don't know what you're doing, they can be dangerous.
The water's clear here. I can see my reflection in it. Not bad. What's this? Looks like the stuff in the water has been moved around recently. Maybe if I reposition them, I'll find a clue.
But yeah, no, you're correct. Developing fluids can be kind of not amazing for your health. I've dealt with worse stuff though. I used to make resin stuff, and that's way worse for you. This is for this foot. I didn't notice that
footprint.
I didn't recognize that it was a footprint to begin with.
It's the same as the one found at the crime scene.
Okay, so we've got footprints over here.
This staircase is a tree. And this tree is a staircase. And this place is so weird.
You can't say shit. Man, you can't say shit. He's not that weird.
Someone please tell me why there's a house here. Well, the lights are on. Maybe somebody's home. The latch is broken on this door. Seems I can fix it with those 3 cogs if I just put them in the right place. Once they're on the right pins, I can move the handle at the bottom to try and open the door.
Someone is locked inside their home. So it's got to be this one.
Someone, well... The latch is broken on this door. Seems like once they're on, I can move...
Yeah, you have to have a base and an acid, and also water, and all sorts of other stuff. It's more than 2 fluids. This one may be here. No, that's too far away.
Perfect. I am amazing.
Hello, your hair is leaf.
There's a book on the table. I think it's a book about flowers. How fascinating. I must take some time to read it. The owner of this house seems to enjoy reading, though I'm not sure what else there is to do up here, actually. Check out that sunlight beaming through the window. It's so bright I should have brought my sunglasses. There's a whole load of needles and wool on that shelf.
I loved doing photography. For people who don't know, I actually have a qualification in photography. I loved doing photography.
Or should I say yarn? I just don't know anymore.
Hello, Leaf Lady.
You just walked straight into my house, did you?
Sorry, I would have rung the bell, but you don't have one.
Normally, I have methods for dealing with unwanted attention.
Mora!
But I can make exceptions for
arson is
harmless
restricted
idiots.
Do you get
to
any attention up here?
times.
Most of the time,
When it's most
people
needed.
like to leave me alone. But I don't think you're going to, are you?
No. I could make
Lady,
an
no,
excuse
your
and
hair
say
is
it's my job to
Eve.
ask
I'm
about
not going to
last
leave you
night,
alone.
but
I'm interested
to be
how
honest,
this
I
works.
climbed all the way up here, and I just like being indoors.
Well, if you insist on staying, I'll tell you. I'm Lady Weybridge, and I think you might be climbing up the wrong trees.
I'm Detective Grimoire, and I think I might agree with you.
We restrict arson to certain specific times because otherwise, if we use arson all the time, we become bored of arson. We have to restrict how much we use arson, otherwise you become immune to the effects of arson, and you have to start committing more and more arson to get the same kick. If you keep committing more and more arson, you have to commit more arson to get the same kick, and eventually you get in trouble for too much arson. So we restrict arson to specific times. Arsonic. We're not setting a guy called Nick on fire. I don't even think we know a guy called Nick. I don't even think we have a guy called Nick. How will we set him on fire? Also, I'm glad people have been enjoying the D&D stuff. It's been nice to see people bringing it up so much this past week. Me and Junie have put a lot of effort into it, if people couldn't tell. We very much enjoy having people also enjoy it. You're gonna set Santa on fire!
What do you do here?
You won't get
Did you
any
work for Richard
presents that
Remington?
way!
I was living here before that man was even born. And I have absolutely nothing to do with him, or his little tourist attraction.
You're exaggerating. How long have you been here? Just in this treehouse? What do you do up here?
I've been here longer than anyone.
Oh, is she like an
Longer
ant?
than, well, anyone.
I like numbers.
60 years, something like that.
What have you been doing for that time? If you don't mind me asking.
I have many reasons to be here, but I won't bore you with all the details of my life.
I'm sure there's one detail worth writing down.
I like to study the plants and flowers in this area. I've learned many things from them.
Now, what about this
Okay, so
little
she's like a
chemistry set you've got on your
botanist.
table?
I wouldn't call it a chemistry set, but if you bring me an object that has liquid
That
on
is true,
it, or
Santa.
inside
The Santa
it,
Claus did
I'll
teach us
tell
that
you
if
what
you
that
kill
liquid
Santa and
consists
put on
of.
his coat,
Wow.
you
How do
become
you do
Santa.
that?
He is like a
Chemistry.
parasitic creature. This is true. If the Santa Claus taught us anything, it is that if you kill Santa and put on his coat, you become Santa. It's like a cordyceps virus, but it forces you to give presents to children. Actually, thinking about that, that would be a sick-ass ARG, or Unreality project. That would be a sick-ass Christmas Unreality project, where if you did like a universe where Santa is, like, just a version of the cordyceps virus. Or not virus, the cordyceps mushroom. And if you put Santa's coat on, you get infected with the cordyceps, and it forces you to give presents to children. That would be sick, actually. If only I was good at making content. Someone who's better at making content, make that happen. Because I'm not that good. That's a sick-ass idea, but I'm not that good. Do you get to keep Mrs. Claus, or is she like... Or is she just like the second person infected with the Santa cordyceps?
Your job is to ask me about what happened last night.
Do you even know what happened last night?
I know more than you might imagine.
Oh, that sounds useful. Can you tell me? What were you doing?
I was here, in my house, by myself.
What else?
That's it.
That
Thanks.
was not helpful at all.
Just give me a minute to write all this down.
Does she have to fight Does she have to
They're
fight
samples of flowers that grow in this
the
forest.
original Mrs. Claus?
2 of them you don't see very much anymore. And 1 of them only grows around the museum.
Okay. Nice.
You can put that away. I can't help you with it.
Any other clues?
Let's see. First thing we do is put the sample
Oh, we're
of liquid
figuring
into the
out.
cauldron.
Yeah, Judy's right. Is it a Mrs. Claus Thunderdome? We're figuring out what the goop is on the
Then
lockpick.
tap the faucet. And now, we just have to match the color of that liquid with these ingredients.
Yellow and blue. We get green.
Got it! Now I know what that liquid consists of. I'll write it down in my notes.
Nice, nice, nice.
No, thank you.
We can ask her about stuff.
If you bring me something with liquid on it, I might be able to help you. You should ask someone else.
I thought you might know about Boggy, because you said that you lived here the whole time.
A little blanket on a little bed in a little house. It makes very little sense.
You say that, but I like this little house.
I'm indoors. What a treat.
I like the little house. Our main character's very sarcastic, but I actually like the little house. Okay, no, we wanted to go the other way then. We didn't mean to go backwards. Oh, it ends up in the
The
cafe.
tables and chairs are made out of parts of a ship, I think. Never really learned much about ships.
Ah, yes. I heard they were sending somebody over. So you're Detective Grimoire.
At your service.
What is
Well,
this guy?
Kind of. You're a suspect too.
Of course, of course. Feel free to be as suspicious as you like. I won't be offended. You can call me Harper.
How did you know my name?
I can only assume I must have read about one of your many exploits. But I think you'll find this swamp to be your greatest challenge.
What is that guy? Everyone else has at least looked like a person. Right. What's so challenging about an old swamp? You mean the murder case? I'm sure I can handle it. I love challenge. I eat challenge for breakfast.
I love challenge. I eat challenge for breakfast.
The swamp itself has a history that has captured many imaginations, for better or for worse. My advice to you, look to the past. It could be the way forward.
Okay.
So...
Thank you, Mysterious.
Sit in this boat all day and sell food to people? To tourists, I guess?
Not just the tourists, but the employees too. To anyone who is hungry or thirsty. I know everyone's favorite foods.
What are they? Oh, and is this a real shipwreck? How did it get here?
I can't expose all the secrets of the swamp. I don't want to spoil your fun.
Is there a secret to this shipwreck?
No.
Yeah, the guy's name
Just
is
spoiled my
Grimoire.
fun.
You'll find out there are some secrets worth keeping when you've worked here as long as I have.
Well,
I
how
forgot
long
to
is
put
that?
sugar in my
I've
tea.
worked in a swamp almost as long as Mr. Remington.
And so this
knew
is
each other for
what
a
I am
long
dealing
time.
with.
Really? So what was his favorite food?
Mr. Remington enjoyed a specialty only I can make. The bog dog. He ate one nearly every day. A real creature of habit, that one.
It looks like a hot dog.
It's similar, but I'm afraid I have to disappoint you. I'm not serving them today.
Why not?
Yesterday I found this strange green powder in my entire supply.
Guess I'm out of luck today. Well, thanks for the information. You've been a real big help.
Wait, take this with you. If you get thirsty, it's the most popular drink in Boggy's Bog. Swamp juice. Try it.
It looks like... It looks... Well, I'll
It looks like
try
swamp
some
juice.
later on.
You're in luck. That's my last bottle. A lot of swamp juice has been disappearing from my stock recently. I can only assume I must have been selling them all.
Did something strange happen at the cafe yesterday?
The bog dog was the reason that Richard Remington no. Oh, he felt
Richard
ill.
Remington left the cafe feeling ill after Hopper sold him a bog dog. Hopper is basically in charge of all the food and drink here in Boggy's Bog. I'll have to ask him about this.
Okay, so my guy,
I was told
the thing
Remington
made
left
him
the
sick.
cafe looking ill last
Why?
night. Since you seem to be completely in charge of all the food and drink around here, I'm afraid this is something I can't ignore.
He was an old man. His health wasn't perfect. But I'm not arguing with you. I think it is suspicious. What do you think caused it?
What do I think caused it?
Rat poison?
I keep all my food locked in the storeroom when I'm not here. You think he was poisoned?
I think he was poisoned.
I think he was
Poisoned by
poisoned.
me?
The storeroom was broken into.
Yeah, because we found that lockpick.
A lockpick? I've never encountered a problem like this before. But since last night, am I in a position to doubt a claim like that?
Somebody knew that Remington would eat a bog dog. He ate one every day, right?
Do you suppose this explains the missing bottles of swamp juice as well?
Perhaps? Who would poison the
You're
guy?
going to ask me about what I was doing last night.
I was going to. Were you going to tell me anything?
I was working here at the cafe in the evening, and I had a couple customers. Eventually they all left and I locked up and went home.
Do you lock away everything at night?
Not everything, just the storeroom over there.
You mean that little door on the side of the ship? Is there anything else to lock?
I leave the chairs, tables, and trash can where they are. Lifting things like that is not a job for an old man.
Don't you have anyone to help you?
Mr. Remington liked to keep us down to his skeleton staff. There simply aren't many people who would choose to work in a place like this.
A skeleton staff? Well, that's convenient for him since...
Don't make that joke. I won't laugh.
Aww. Yeah, probably not an amazing idea to make that joke.
Predictably, a trash can. And I just can't resist taking a look inside. The glamorous life of a detective. My favorite part of the job. Maybe there's something underneath the trash.
There's got to be something in the trash.
Hello, what's this? Just a piece of paper? Or something more sinister?
Anything else in the trash? No, nothing else in the trash. A buggy costume, which is what we said.
Are we really talking about a swamp creature here?
The costume design that was hidden inside. I found the trash can explains that the swamp creature never existed?
The costume design I found in the trash can explains what the swamp creature ever existed. No.
explains what the buggy character was doing last night. Oh wait, no. It's showing me. The black and white photo is showing me.
The
There you
costume
go.
design I found in the trash can explains what Burrow's black and white photo is showing me. My detective's intuition is kicking in. That black and white photograph.
It's not the real boggy.
I'm sure I'm looking at the real boggy here, and I think these designs I found in the trash can might be the answer. I'll ask around, see if anybody knows anything about this. Oh, and I should start looking for the costume itself. If I can find that, there'll be some pretty impressive evidence.
Chapter 2. A Deadly Disguise.
I have something for you.
Another gift already. Where are you keeping all this stuff? You don't even have pockets in that dress.
I don't need a pocket to carry a key.
What key?
I don't know. You could try it on any door you like. Although, I recommend you try it on that office door.
Remington's office?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we can go to Remington's office.
There's a little locked door on the side of the ship here. I think it's part of the cafe. Grass, trees, nothing unusual. Water everywhere, and not a drop to drink. Seriously, I'm not drinking that.
Our guy's so silly. Whoops to you.
Sorry to interrupt. I can see that you're, hard at work.
You weren't here yesterday.
No.
Oh, no, I only just arrived.
You're the detective, right?
I'm a detective.
So, that was your head I saw blowing through here.
You spotted it too.
If you're good at your job, you may have realized that it's kinda dead around here. So, I generally notice magical floating detective hats. Oh, and don't worry, you look better without it.
How do you know?
Oh, I have a good imagination.
Okay, so
I didn't
what?
expect
Who
to
are
see
you?
someone your age working in a place like this. But then again, I didn't expect there to be a place like this in a place like this.
I only started working here this year anyway. It's temporary. Just running the gift shop to earn a little extra money. Don't ask.
Her
how I
outfit's
ended up
cute.
here.
Her outfit's kind
I'll
of cute.
save
I'd
that
wear that.
question for a different day. You don't seem at home here exactly.
I hate it. This place is disgusting.
Come on, you don't think it's kind of beautiful?
You would say that. You only just got here. You'll get sick of it.
If I wasn't here, I'd be stuck in my office doing paperwork.
At least at your office, you don't have to bring spare clothes every day. It's impossible to leave this place without being covered in dirt.
Challenge accepted.
We're going to
When
fall
you
into a
have month
puddle.
free
We've
from
said we're
your
not going to
busy
get
schedule,
dirty, and now we're going to fall
I
in a
need
puddle.
to ask you about last night.
I know, but it won't help. I worked here during the day, then left my gift shop and went home in the evening, same as every day.
You just leave your gift shop here when you go?
No, I put it in my pocket.
Yeah, seriously though, as much as I appreciate sarcasm, I think I'd get in trouble if I wrote something like that down in my notes.
Well, look, you've noticed the gift shop has wheels and you're thinking, oh, she's pretty lazy to leave it lying around. But if you want to try pushing this thing through the swamp, be my guest. And I can't lock it up, so I just leave it here overnight. Nobody's ever stolen any of this lousy merchandise anyway. I even left my spare clothes here when I went home last night.
You left them here? By the gift
What are your
shop?
spare clothes?
Yeah, it's
This
no
may
big
be
deal.
important,
They
lady.
were all still here this morning. Kind of.
Kind of?
I think someone played a stupid joke, and my spare black leggings were covered in some disgusting swamp slime when I found them in the bag this morning. If you're going to take my
It's part of
clothes
the
and mess
boggy.
them up, then just keep them.
Part of the boggy
I don't want them
costume.
back. You know what I mean?
I absolutely do.
Okay.
I have a theory that the murderer was wearing a costume. A homemade outfit designed to look like the swamp creature.
I've never seen anything so ridiculous. You'd never see me in that.
I know it's not exactly the latest fashion, but...
No, you'd never see me in that. It would cover me up entirely.
That's the point of a disguise?
Look, detective. When you have legs like mine, You don't want to be wearing disguises.
Is that why you always wear those black leggings?
You've only just met me and you're making assumptions about what I always wear.
And making assumptions is the fun part of being a detective.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, you're right.
90% of what we
I
do
always
on
wear
Detective
these.
Pigeon Stream is make assumption about people. Have I got anything to say to you? No, not really.
It's a humble gift shop wagon. Let's take a look. What on earth?
That's the boggy head.
Thing doesn't seem to belong here at all.
Nice. We found it. And it's got the
some
curtain
kind
wrapped
of
inside.
Roughly made costume head, I think. There's a strange piece of red fabric stuffed inside. 2 clues for the price of 1, I guess. It's a map of the swamp. Mine seems a little older than this one, though. It's a framed drawing of Boggy. What a shame, it's not even signed. Brightly colored Boggy baseball caps. Is there something behind them? What on earth? There's a 2 clues. A Boggy's Bog mug. Maybe I'll get one and surprise Officer James for Christmas.
Yeah, this definitely isn't boggy, and like, so who's pretended to be boggy? Who do we think would pretend to be boggy? We'll go out to the museum because we didn't actually go in. Stop swamping the swamp.
You've arrived at a bad time, my friend. For once, they don't actually want tourists walking around this place.
I always arrive at a bad time. It's what I do. I'm a detective, not a tourist.
My apologies. It's just, you have the same wide-eyed expression as the kids that come here. Running around, spending their parents' money, you know.
Well, you know, it's not every day I visit a swamp full of such unique specimens.
It's no problem. You're just thinking what we all thought when we arrived for the first time.
Why didn't they put in a bathroom?
No, you're thinking, this place is beautiful. What a lucky man I am to be here.
I am I? Well, if you say so.
Edward Everstone, at your service.
That's a pretty cool name. Can I call you Ed?
You don't need to. Everyone just calls me Echo.
Okay. Why do they call you Echo? Because you're a good swimmer? Because it gives you an elevated sense of purpose? Because you'll bounce right through at a wall? Because you're a good swimmer?
Because you're a good swimmer?
What? No. Because I always
I
come
appreciate an
back
Echo the Dolphin
again and again
reference.
until my job is done.
I appreciate an Echo the Dolphin reference.
You're protesting, right?
I certainly am. And now that you're here, I'm getting you involved.
What does that mean? Yeah, I haven't got time to hold up signs for you. I'm sorry.
You simply have to hear my message and take it with you.
Go ahead. I'm all ears. Plus,
What you
I
gotta
have a
say?
little notebook.
What was the first thing you felt when you saw the sign for Boggy's Bog looming over you?
Well, I thought it
Not
was...
thought, felt.
I felt... well, something seemed wrong. There wouldn't be a tourist attraction in the middle of a swamp like this. There shouldn't be.
My job is done. Clearly your brain is working perfectly, Detective.
Yeah, because
So
like, why the
you're
fuck have they
against the
built this in the
tourist
middle of the
attraction?
swamp?
Yeah, let's see. You'd rather this area was kept as a natural habitat, right?
Right again. And that
Makes
precise
sense.
word, habitat. First and foremost, I'm protesting for animal rights.
Well, okay, I'm following you, but it's not like they're cutting down trees or anything like that, right?
All animals deserve the right to live in peace, and I promise you, on a normal day, this place is far from peaceful.
Are you talking about the swamp creature? About Boggy?
A creature like that. He's earned the right to be left alone. We're fools to invite ourselves into his home like this on a daily basis.
I kind of agree with him. Like, I kind of agree with him.
He'll keep to himself and let us walk around with his face on our t-shirts.
Well,
Like,
I agree.
it would be
I think he
weird.
should be left alone. But like you said, he can probably handle himself. And if no one has even seen him in 60 years, I don't really see the problem.
Unlike you, Detective, I never had an academic calling in life. I was never even a talented artist or musician or anything. So instead, I made the decision to stand up for those who were getting a raw deal.
You know what? That's entirely
You come
fair.
here
I
every
kind
day.
of agree with him.
Yes, I do.
Well, I'm only going to ask you about one of those days. What were you doing yesterday evening?
I was here at my protest spot until fairly late. Then I went to get something to eat at Harper's Cafe before I...
Wait, you ate at the cafe here? Doesn't supporting the tourist attraction like that kind of go against your protest?
A man has to eat, doesn't he? I don't think the meager contributions of one person are going to keep this place afloat. Especially now.
And you're sleeping here? Doesn't it get cold at night?
Well, I came prepared, of course. I usually find myself with 1 or 2 extra layers to wear. Most of this bulk is padding, I promise you.
I'm sure it is. So you stayed here the whole night?
That's right. And I admit I may have heard some stranger than usual sounds floating around the swamp last night.
What kind of sounds?
It's impossible to say. This place fills with the most terrifying sounds at night. Hundreds of animals, some tiny, some much larger, awaken and make their own protests. Every night until the sun rises.
What's the
morning.
deal here? What's going on?
Make noises at night. Okay, I've written it down. What can you tell me about these designs for a costume? A boggy costume.
It's Boggy! I must admit, I've been a fan of his before I ever came to the swamp.
A fan? So you're interested in cryptozoology?
Oh,
I
no,
also like
meant-
cryptozoology.
Well, Boggy has been in all kinds of cartoons and comic strips. He's one of the greatest characters of the last 100 years. I've got some comics in my tent. You really should see.
But he was only discovered 60 years ago.
Oh, that's true. Well, I rounded up.
But what about his costume? Have you seen anyone wearing it?
I can honestly say I've never seen anyone wearing anything like that. And I'm a very observant person.
Okay. Don't trust him.
These flower petals...
Don't trust him now. Originally, considered he might be fine.
I found these designs for a costume.
Not sure
a
now.
boggy costume.
Aha, the legendary swamp creature.
Yeah, that's the one.
But these are just a child's drawings, are they not?
You think?
Perhaps. It's difficult to tell.
Okay, so he's got nothing to say about Boggy. What does the director?
What can you tell me about these designs for a boggy costume?
Nothing whatsoever.
You're sure you didn't see anything like this while you were filming yesterday? Wait, hold on a
Yeah.
minute.
Hi,
What
Belladonna, welcome in. This is another case of me finding a
costume
game
isn't your
series.
doing,
It's very
is it?
cute.
Made for your movie, I mean?
My friend, there will be no costumed idiots within the viewfinder of my camera. I can assure you that.
What about your boggy movie? Isn't that gonna be, like, a guy in a costume, or a puppet, or one of those weird robot things?
Technology has been kind to people like me. We no longer have any need for such tomfoolery. I can create a perfectly believable swamp creature within the confines of a computer. Much cheaper, too.
So far, we've decided we kind of like both that guy, but our opinions are hit and miss. Because he's kind of annoying.
The door's jammed unless I can get these brass handles out of the way.
But yeah, this is part of a
Seems like I can
series that we're going to be
rotate
playing.
them around. Just until the gap in the middle is clear. That top hat guy would have so struggled with this one.
Nice, we got in.
Models of Boggy's claws. Hold on. What's this? Something doesn't seem right here. I think I should try arranging these models into pairs. Something seems out of place.
So, the guy that's been killed is the owner of this swamp attraction based around a cryptozoology sort of creature. Those seem like the fakes.
I don't think these gloves are part of the exhibit.
Ooh, nice! 5-stream streak.
Looks like someone tried to hide
So far
them
we
here.
figured out that somebody is dressed up as the cryptid in order to kill the boss guy. Boggy costume found hidden among the sculptures in the museum does not have any claws and covered in a strange liquid.
I'd better take a look at this.
Oh, nice! What piercings? Is it just normal ear piercings or did you get your cartilage done? I have my cartilage done, but I'm not allowed to wear them because of where I work on the weekend.
This journal, it's full of drawings and notes all about Boggy. It seems to be the centerpiece of the entire museum.
A journal recorded 60 years ago by the explorer who first visited the swamp. The only record of Boggy existing contains notes and sketches of the appearance of the swamp creature. Boggy's shown with 3 small claws on each arm. Boggy's feet are always hidden in the water. There seems to be a page ripped off from the back. Oh, I didn't see the whole thing then. Notes. Clues? The Explorer's Journal. We didn't see page 2. Oh, it just describes the hands.
It's a poster from the old Boggy cartoon show. Boggy playing the piano. He's having a grand old time. Swamp Studios, providing the best in swamp-based animated entertainment.
Oh, nice!
Copyright MCM XXXIV. That'll be 1930, 1934?
Remember to keep your, piercing clean. Don't take the earrings out before they're healed. Make sure that you've got the right kind of piercings in. The one butterfly backs are good because they can't accidentally come undone. And make sure that you're just keep the area clean. It's the same as tattoos, and as people should know, I was a tattoo apprentice for a while, so I know all about this sort of thing. Keep it clean. Don't take the piercings out. Look after it. Look after it, and you should do well. Rice fact. Nice. The rice paddy is cultivated in 3 main types of soil, including clays with a firm bottom within a few inches of surface, silts, and soft clays with soft bottoms becoming hard on drying, and peats and mucks containing peat, provided the depth of the peat is not excessive. Fields must be drained and dried before harvesting. When combine harvesters or binder threshers are employed, the grain must be dried to about 14% moisture so that no deterioration takes place in storage. Rice fact. Oh yeah, no, I remember when I got my piercings done, I couldn't stop touching them, but try not to. Try not to touch them too much because you run the risk of getting them infected. I remember when I got my my cartilage done, I couldn't stop messing with that, and I wasn't able to sleep or wear headphones on that side.
It's a poster from the old Boggy cartoon. It says another story from Boggy's Bog, but actually, I think this is from the very first episode.
Okay.
Apparently the museum was founded by the explorer many years ago. in a different location. It's only recently been moved here to be part of the tourist attraction. That might explain why it looks so out of place. Some educational facts about swamps. Did you know swamps are gross? Yes? Yes, I did.
I don't think swamps are that gross. People are...
Apparently, this is the
People are
exact
like
hat worn by the
babies.
explorers
Swamps
60
and
years
marshes
ago.
and stuff are cool.
It seems everyone is destined to lose a hat or two in this damn swamp.
So,
Let me guess, you don't work here, do you? I wonder if that makes you the first tourist I've seen today.
You're incorrect, detective.
I am no mere tourist.
How did you know I was a detective? Was it my stylish trench coat? My sensitive, inquisitive manner?
It was the clueless expression on your face.
What's happened? Game. I broke the game. I broke the game. We're pre-reloading. There we go. We may have missed his entire dialogue. Oops. Oopsies.
So, if you're not a tourist, and you don't work here...
I am a scholar, an academic. I'm here to research the past and uncover the future.
So...
We missed
you're visiting the
reacting to
museum.
this guy's voice
For fun.
because everything broke.
Oh, there's nothing so simple as fun to be had here. I come to this museum night and day to study its secrets.
Ah, what kind of secrets? It's just a museum about Boggy, right? The swamp creature.
He's one of the most intriguing modern examples of cryptozoology.
It's his fucking
A
pocket
fascinating
of whole
combination
filing
of scientific
cabinet.
fact and wild speculation.
I'm with you on the speculation front. Although, come to think of it, people have been hinting that I should find out about the history of this creature.
A wise suggestion. And you've come to the right person. My knowledge far exceeds anyone else you might have met so far.
So, you'll help me?
I suppose I could divulge some of my findings with you, if you're in the mood for a little light reading. Let me find it for you. Oh yeah, this'll do. Something for beginners at least.
Information about Boggy collected by Agent Folder. His name is Agent Folder! Boggy Swamp became a protected area after reports of hunting in the area. Boggy's appearance has changed from the original sketches, in which he had 3 claws on each arm. The modern character has simple fin-like arms instead, to make him less threatening. No footprints were recorded in the journal, but some experts believe the information is out there somewhere.
I found these designs for a Boggy costume.
Oh, some ridiculous new merchandise for tourists to waste their money on.
No, I believe the murderer was dressed like this last night when they attacked Remington.
If they were trying to scare him out of the swamp, they should have spent more time making an accurate design.
What do you mean?
Well, this design is some bizarre hybrid between the real creature and the cartoon character. It simply hasn't been researched properly.
What's wrong with it?
Well, those flippers? Pure guesswork. Nothing but foolish imagination. Nobody knows what Boggy's feet look like. No footprint has ever been recorded.
So tell me, Special Agent Folder, how would you do a better job researching it if nothing has ever been recorded?
Oh, well, that's, I mean, it's all a matter of taking the time to... It's just that... But there's no way
I would
anyone
guess
would
that his
believe
hands look more
nothing
like
but
his feet.
foolishness.
Or his feet look more like his hands.
So,
Where were you
Mr.
last
Folder.
night, sir?
Agent Folder.
Yeah. Were you here yesterday? What were you doing last night?
I was here, in the museum, going through my files one final time before disappearing into the night.
Don't museums usually close in the evenings?
They do. I've never been one to worry about other people's schedules. I come and go as I please. There's a key to every lock, Detective.
Oh, so you have the key to the museum?
Of course I don't. Why would you think that?
Well,
Once again, that clueless expression. I use a lockpick and get in through the small side door. I have a right to be here, you see. Remington has no business locking me out, so I don't let him.
You just admitted to breaking the law. If everyone did that, my job would be a lot easier.
It's not my best lockpick. This new one's cheap. I used to own one, a superior model. Unfortunately, I misplaced it in one of the darker corners of the swamp, so I don't...
I'm writing down your confession about sneaking around here at night.
Then what are you gonna do? Report me to Remington? Good luck, my friend.
I need to pick my questions carefully.
Like, that guy 100% is the one who owns the lockpick that we found, right? The lockpick I found inside, or I found near Remington's body might belong to Agent Folder.
The lockpick I found near Remington's body might belong to Agent Folder. As far as I know, Agent Folder is experienced with lockpicks. I wonder if he's hiding something.
Yeah, dude, why did we have your
bone to
lockpick?
pick with you.
Are you setting yourself up for a joke? Something about a lockpick?
Maybe. Who knows? Stop distracting me. I'm trying to interrogate you.
My apologies,
Interrogate.
go ahead.
So, what are we showing Folder now?
We have your lockpick, good
Where did
sir.
I find this again?
We found it outside
I
of the
found a
office.
lockpick at the scene of the crime.
Oh, apparently you did. Why does this concern me?
You
You
already admitted to owning
already
the things,
admitting
and
to
how
this
you're ever
shit,
so
mate.
happy to come and go as you please with it, am I right? Be honest.
Luckily for me, Detective, I was honest with you. I believe I have already explained that second lockpick before you even found it.
Did you leave it by his office yesterday?
You lost your lockpick in the swamp and had to buy a new one.
That's right. I appreciate you finding it for me. However, I won't ask for it back. Apparently, it has since become some diabolical instrument in the art of murder.
Yeah, it's an important piece of evidence.
Murder.
Are
Tell
you
me about
asking about
Boggy.
the cartoon character? Because I have no interest in such childish matters.
No, I think I'm asking about the actual creature. What's the difference anyway?
Everything!
Okay.
If
Tell
I
me about
cared
yourself.
about that person, I would know everything I need to know already.
I asked you about yourself, good
The
sir.
man was a fool. That's all you need to know. Next time, only show me some...
Okay.
This person is of no interest.
He's not interested in like anyone. Tell me
If
about
I
Harper.
cared about that person...
Okay, so you're a bad person to ask about other people because you don't give a shit.
I don't think so. This it's a stepping stone. So glad.
Hi, Carl. Welcome in, hun. Tell me about
Try
Harper.
showing it to somebody different.
Boggy?
I really don't have an...
I will shake you all back. One day I will gain the ability to. Tell me about
The famous
Vanderveer.
director and my friend.
A prolific cameraman with exceptional skills at carrying heavy equipment.
Have you got anything to say about
You
anyone
should
else?
ask someone.
No, I think our next bet is to go up into the cabin. Why you shake the pigeon? Why you always shake the pigeon? Why you always shake the pigeon? You're so mean on me all the time. You always feel the need to shake the pigeon.
Even though I have the key, this might not be as simple as I'd hoped. This door has 2 keyholes. So, which key should I use in each one?
That's that one. That's that one. Okay. The murdered guy has a creepy cabin.
Hunting memorabilia. Claws, teeth. It would be an impressive collection if it wasn't so disturbing. I probably shouldn't leave until I've searched a bit more thoroughly. The open window looks over the wooden planks outside. Oh, and on one side, a part of the curtain has been ripped off.
The guy apparently likes hunting, question mark? Chat, eat the bot.
The open window... Oh,
Chat,
an old
eat the
hunting
bot.
rifle, discarded carelessly near the window. This isn't the kind of thing I can ignore.
Good, chat. We consume the bot. We gain its power.
Something happened here. There are signs of a struggle between the desk
Yeah,
and the
I
window.
immediately banned them. I'm the fastest blocker in the West. But I always let chat know so that they can post the eating the bot emote.
This is the creepiest office I've ever been in. Ever. Remington's desk is covered in drawings and maps and notes. It's all about an ink bottle spilled into his work. I'm sure he didn't do that on purpose. Yeesh, it's a bit of a mess.
Yeah, we eat the bot.
Perhaps there's something underneath those drawings.
I eat the bot.
It's a letter Remington was writing before something caused him to spill his ink bottle. My dear fellow, I received your note 2 weeks ago, but have only recently found the time to do the appropriate research on the matter. I feel like my time in this awful swamp might finally come to a close, all due to the simple realization, the rest is obscured. What a tease.
Is it that Boggy was never real?
It's a letter with my, but I've only, It's a note addressed to Richard Remington. The handwriting is immaculate. Richard, our man of the world. A little help is in order. We're worried that the efforts regarding our elusive little friend might be in vain. Send word when you can. The letter is signed FF, and attached is a blurry little picture. It's some kind of metallic insect.
Did they make up Boggy so that they could hunt whatever this insect is?
The whole thing is a mystery. I have no idea. Vincent Vanderpeer's business card.
Right? Because if it's maybe an actually metallic insect, maybe they made up Boggy, like faked the original guy faked Boggy so that he could have exclusive rights to the swamp to try and like
There's a couple
find
of
this
numbers scribbled on
beetle.
the back.
That wouldn't surprise me.
Vincent Van... There's a map of the swamp lying on the desk. It's been annotated in a few places. This is... Photos and paintings line the wall above the fireplace, but one of the frames is empty. Wait a second. What are these pieces on the floor underneath it? This photo is ripped, but it looks important. If I can piece it together again...
Who is it gonna be?
Maybe it'll reveal
Who
a
do we think
secret.
it's gonna be? So far I don't quite know. A hunting party, 100%. Media. I don't recognize any of these guys.
This photograph. It's a young Remington. And then some other men I don't know. They're all holding rifles. Maybe I can ask Harper about it.
Yeah, that would probably be my best bet, because I don't know any of these guys. First order the cryptozoological hunters, headquarters, 1963. So he was here in order to look for some sort of cryptid. Also, Junior, I'll have a CP now, thank you. I have apple Fanta as the drink for today. I chugged my cup of tea because it was gross because I forgot to add sugar. A group photo of hunting club. A younger Remington stands among friends. They're holding rifles. I don't recognise any of these guys.
Something happened here. There are signs of a It's a sharp metal poker for a fireplace, hidden in the shadows. Something about those 3 prongs.
That's the murder weapon.
I feel like I just stumbled across an incredibly important piece of
because the guy
evidence.
has 3 stabs to his chest, and people were making it out to be that he'd been stabbed by the creature. But that it looks like he was actually stabbed by the fire poker.
Have I uncovered a secret in here?
The hunting photo is historical evidence that he belonged to a secret society.
The hunting photo is historical evidence that Richard Remington belonged to a secret society. I'm getting a strong feeling that Remington might be the bad guy in this story.
If he wasn't already dead.
I would have loved to ask him a couple of questions. I should ask around, see if I can gather any information about his motives for being here.
Okay. Richard Remington's real reasons. I feel like this guy might know.
What can you tell me about your relationship with Richard Remington?
We didn't really have one, and now we definitely don't have one. But look, all I can say is that he was a coward who enjoyed watering down history for his own benefit.
What does that mean?
It means there are some chapters of this swamp's history that he never wanted anyone to know about.
Did he like you sniffing around this museum all the time?
I don't think he knew, to be honest. And even if he did, there's nothing he could have done about it. He has no right to this building. He knows that. We both know that.
Why not? It was part of his tourist attraction, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't.
Oh. The music just stopped then, so that's supposed to be a big revelation. I think this guy might actually... This guy might actually be related. Maybe to one of the guys that Remington is connected to? How child?
Water's clear here. I can not bet.
Aha! The great detective returns. Did you run out of ideas? Need a little push in the right direction?
No need to push me, but the direction would help.
No need to push me, but the direction would help.
Like it or not, I'm here to help you.
I get it. You give me a map, then you magically
Is she
disappear
maybe
and hide behind
imaginary?
a tree for an hour.
Is she like
Want me to
his
be impressed?
detective senses
Did
or
you
something?
talk to all the suspects yet?
I'm working on it. You can't rush these things, you know.
Have you noticed anything unusual?
I notice that this is going to take longer than I originally planned, and I'm getting the feeling that I wasn't wrong about this tourist attraction.
What do you mean?
I had a hard time believing there could be a place like this here in a dark corner of a swamp. It didn't make sense, and it still doesn't.
Some things don't make sense straight away. You need to look a little closer.
At what? The mud? The water? The trees?
Nope. They've been here for years, and they're not to blame. They belong here.
She's gone again. Hiding in a bush, no doubt. I wonder if she'll ever tell me something I can actually understand.
She's telling you to go look at the other people because they don't belong here. Okay, lady.
You've been here so long, you must have crossed paths with Remington a few times. What did you think of him?
That man was a threat to the swamp. We'll be better off without him. Hopefully the curtain will fall on his little tourist attraction as well.
Better off?
Ooh,
With a killer on the loose now?
There have been murderers loose in the swamp before.
What are you talking about?
In my time here, I've seen the swamp invaded by men. By hunters. Several times. They're relentless.
What were they hunting?
I should create...
Wait, what about Boggy? Is that why no one has seen him in 60 years?
They always fell short of their ultimate goal. That just meant they came back again and again, doing more harm each time.
But this area is protected by law, right?
It is now, but some men have no respect for laws, of any kind. They tried to get me to leave my home here. I stood my ground.
Obviously. But this whole area is a tourist attraction now. I doubt Remington would have allowed anyone to march into Boggy's bog with a gun and start hunting down its main attraction.
No, she's got it right. I'm entirely sure that she knows exactly what's happened here. The old lady witch or whatever she's supposed to be. Well,
I found these designs for a Boggy costume. Do you know anything about them?
You're asking me because you can tell I'm experienced with needlecraft and sew my own clothes?
No, but that's a good reason. Let's go with that.
Well, these designs look like they should have stayed where they were.
In the trash?
On paper.
Oh, how come?
Whoever drew them didn't really know what they were doing.
You would have done it differently?
Of course. I am a seamstress. There was a time when I considered sewing my craft, my livelihood.
Really?
When Richard Remington arrived in the swamp years ago, I offered him some of my handmade fabric as a peace offering. I don't think he cared much for it. Most likely he threw it away.
Is that where his
Pointless
curtains
gift
are?
From some strange woman. You can put that away.
Oh, you can't show her that. I think actually the curtain...
Let's see. First thing we do is then tap the...
I think that his curtains are actually her gift.
And now...
Yellow and blue, green.
Got it! Now I know what that liquid consists of. I'll write it down in my notes. Huh. That looks pretty similar to last time. There's a book out. The treaty of... Okay. Let's
Fireplace
see.
poker. We'll do all the liquids.
First thing, then tap.
We'll do all the liquids.
And now...
Because this links all of these objects together.
Got it! Now I know. I'll write it down. Is that the same as last time? This was the exact same liquid.
And...
Let's see.
the last clues.
First thing we do, then tap.
You not missed much. We figured out
Now...
that the guy that got killed is a cryptozoology hunter.
Got it!
And that's probably
Now
why
I know
he's
what
been
that liquid
killed.
consists of. I'll write it down in my notes. What's
And now
going
we're
on here?
testing.
That was definitely the same as the other tests.
We're testing liquids on things at the minute to try and prove that it's all the
Let's
same
see.
liquid.
First, then tap.
Because this will be useful for talking to people.
And now...
We don't know
Got
if
it.
Boggy is currently real or fake. We know that the guy who was killed was looking for him, we think.
Now I know what that liquid consists of. I'll write it down in my... The swamp slime. It's all the same. It's the exact same liquid again. There's something about that green slime.
The fireplace poker found at this scene and the black leggings. A covered in the same
The
swamp slime.
fireplace poker, found at the crime scene, and the black leggings are covered in the same swamp slime. Sally's leggings. They link her with the crime scene. I'll have to ask her about it.
What do you think about
I have nothing good to say about that man,
Remington?
so I won't say anything at all. Show it to someone who doesn't live in a tree.
Okay, who else would she know
A
about?
fascinating old woman who lives in a wonderful treehouse.
Hershey isn't so keen on visitors, though. I don't know if she's got anything else to
I'm
say.
not even
I think we're done talking to her for now. We'll have to come back when we've talked to other people. Hello, Harper.
Someone made a costume to look like the creature. They must have known it would get a reaction for sure. But I wonder if they planned things to go this far.
When you're finished theorizing, I was going to show you these sketches I found in a trash can right next to your cafe.
It does seem like someone was designing a costume. A disguise, perhaps.
I don't know.
Try to think why somebody would do such a thing.
I don't know.
What could they achieve with it?
I don't know.
Not yet.
You
See,
said you
he
knew
makes it
Remington?
sound like he knows
He and
actually
I
what's
knew each
going
other
on.
for a long time. I came to work at his tourist attraction in the early days, when he needed help.
Well, what kept you here?
I know most people wouldn't want to work in a place like this. I actually like it here, so I was happy to oblige.
You might like it, but I still don't see why anyone would build a tourist attraction here.
Mr. Remington has his reasons. He probably had several. I don't presume to know what they all were. Even though we were friends, he had some secrets, some hobbies, that I was happy to let him keep secret.
Secrets? Hobbies? A secret hobby?
He was a man with a dream. I can tell you that much.
Right, so I want to show him, I think.
One of Mr. Remington's secrets.
His
I
hunting
never wanted
photo.
to know the details, but these men travel the world, seeking mysterious animals to hunt. They consider myths and legends to be the ultimate prey.
Okay, useful
That's
information.
Mr. Remington's old hunting rifle. He usually keeps it around. For whatever reason, he was very fond of that thing. Looks like it was fired recently.
Useful.
That's the same fabric from Mr. Remington's curtains.
This guy will know a lot about Remington because he was Remington's closest friend here.
Why don't you show that? It's Mr. Remington's fireplace poker. This slime on the handle. It's familiar for some reason.
Any other bits that we think he could tell us?
It's the most popular drink. In fact, a lot of it has disappeared from my... You don't know every... I can't help.
Yeah, he can't really help us with that, but he could help us on any information on Boggy.
He's dead, but he always knew what he was getting involved with.
Okay, that was sort of
What?
useful.
So what can you tell me about your relationship with Richard Remington?
I didn't have one. I think I spoke to him twice, ever. He usually seemed really busy, but more like preoccupied.
Preoccupied? Like he was thinking about something else? Something that wasn't this tourist attraction?
Who can
Because,
say?
my guy, he's been trying to hunt the
Do
cryptid the
or
whole
think
time.
about.
What? Are you implying that I know the answer to that?
She's mean.
These hats look pretty stupid. Luckily,
You sell a lot of them?
yeah, they're pretty popular. Where are you keeping all this stuff?
She can't tell me about the swamp juice.
They're mine, but I left them here last night. Now they're covered in slime, and I don't want to go near them.
Let's challenge her.
The black leggings you found in your bag this morning, they're covered in the same slime that was on the murder weapon.
Everything in the swamp is covered in slime. What's your angle, Grimoire?
Your black leggings were party
leggings
murder.
were part of the murderer's costume.
Costume? Is that why someone took them out of my bag last night?
Well, you know, I don't have proof someone else took them.
If I had been wearing them when I committed a crime, do you think I would hand them over to a detective the second he shows up? Besides, look at them. What do you notice?
They're loose
They're
and stretched.
stretched.
That's right, someone else. Someone larger than me has worn these. They're stretched out, especially at the waist. It's pretty obvious.
So, let's see. Somebody stole them to use in their boggy costume, and then put them back in your bag when they were done?
If you say so. It's not my job to know all the details. It's my job to sell souvenirs. Do you want a souvenir?
Oh, yes, but only if you choose one for me.
You look like you could use something to wind up. You can take this one.
Wiggle. Oh my god, that's so good. Cartoony appearance of Boggy, and it's in a bucket of water. Okay, so then I think the next person we go to... Oh, hello, little
You
girl.
again. Ready with some cryptic advice, no doubt?
Don't let them take him.
Who? The murderer? That's my job. I gotta make sure that they...
No, the creature. Don't take him away. This place is his home.
Oh, Boggy. Hey, don't worry. I didn't really believe he could be, responsible for this mess.
You didn't?
Well, no. I've always known who the murderer was, and it's not Boggy.
So, he won't get in trouble? You won't have to leave?
Well,
No.
he's been out here for what,
He's
60
fine.
years, hasn't he? And stayed out of trouble for that long. I have a feeling some detective isn't going to change all that in one day.
Well, in that case, he says... Thank you.
There's a hollow part of the tree, right at the front, but it's too dark to see inside.
I'm pretty sure that Boggy is up in that tree hollow. Yeah, Boggy's just a friendly little guy, and the guys are trying to kill him for sport. This is the guy I think might have killed Richard Remington.
So what did Mr. Remington think of you? I mean, protesting in the middle of a swamp every day.
It wasn't his swamp. If he ever truly thought it was, then he was even more of a fool than he seemed.
But he didn't like you hanging around, right?
That man was exceptionally skilled at ignoring me, ignoring anything he didn't like.
So, what, he just left you alone?
He expected
Yeah.
me to get bored and go home. He
Yeah.
figured I'd get sick of this place and he'd have it
I
back
think
to
this might
himself.
be the guy that
But
killed
he didn't
him.
want it to himself, did he? He wanted lots of people to come visit all the time, surely.
I'm sure it says that in the brochure. Yes.
Yeah, because this guy knows.
No
Like,
thanks, my friend. I'm afraid I... This is the journal, correct? The one that man left here 60 years ago?
You seem a little unsure of the details. Shouldn't you have read up on all this stuff?
Forgive me. It's hard for me to get the image of Boggy as the lovable cartoon character out of my mind. He's just so iconic. Did you know, in 1973, he...
But you're protesting to protect the real swamp creature. The cartoon character is just some commercial byproduct, right?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, this guy built the costume. This guy 100% built the costume because the other guy that would be a suspect, which is the guy in the museum, he cares too much about the real creature, not the cartoon character, for that to be his costume. This guy cares more about the cartoon character than the real creature. That's why the costume's a weird mix of the cartoon character and the real thing, because this guy doesn't have all of the details on how it works. Right, that's 100% it.
The murder victim.
Since last night, yeah. But he was the owner of Boggy's Bog. Did you know him?
Not personally. To be honest, I'm quite glad about it.
Do you know
Boggy's
anyone else?
my prime suspect, you know. The creature you're trying to protect.
Protect is the wrong word. If your suspicions were correct, we could both agree he's a creature that doesn't need protecting.
You think he might be the murderer?
I think he's a wild animal, and he wants to be left alone at any cost. Show it to somebody else.
So he doesn't want the toys. What can I show him?
No thanks, my... I'm afraid...
Yeah, because there's not really any evidence here. It says down below that we need to figure out what other people think of him. Oh, we've asked him about all of that.
You should ask someone. Vincent's work, I see. I'm glad he knows how to use the camera at least.
What do you think all those noises are?
Well, judging by the time this was recorded, I'd be able to make a pretty good guess.
Okay.
Yes, that's my photograph, taken near the woods at the north end of Boggy's Bog. Have you tried looking there? That's great.
Doesn't...
I'm sorry I have not seen that.
Who do we think?
What is it?
This guy's not really got a lot to say. I feel like the director has more.
I suppose you've met with our murder victim, Richard Remington.
Yes, I've been in and out of this place for a while now. Naturally, I've crossed paths with Remington a number of times. Good value, that one. A real raconteur, you know.
You liked him? So far, I'm getting the impression he wasn't the most popular guy around here.
Well, that much is clear, isn't it? The man obviously slipped up somewhere, made an enemy or two, and bam, that's that. You just can't be too careful, can you?
Yeah, I think he did have an enemy or two. Or three. But you liked him.
I respected him. Good head on his shoulders. Good business sense, that man. He understood how to make things work for him.
Okay.
I don't know. I'll film... He's a talented man, that Burl. Sometimes I wonder if he'd be better off pursuing his photography full-time, you know?
Oh, that's sweet. Like, he kind of thinks that his friend should pursue the photography full-time.
If you want an autograph... I don't really have...
So he's...
You won't be getting...
What have they got to say?
If you want an...
He's not got much to say.
I simply don't...
Who can we ask about that guy? This guy, maybe? What do you think
yes,
of Echo?
I know him. He occasionally asks me about the history and biology of the swamp creature.
Ah.
I explained to him what the real Boggy looks like and how they changed his appearance for the cartoon character.
Why did he ask about that?
Because some people are naturally curious. You should give it a try sometime.
That gives us more of a hint.
This person is of no interest to me. An important piece of this journal is... Actually,
What's a cryptid?
A creature unknown to science.
I love
Look at the slight
cryptids.
blurring
This is
in
like a
photo.
perfect
The
case for
murky
me.
exposure. It's perfect.
It's perfect because it can't really be used as evidence?
Now you're catching on.
Ah.
I have no interest in... Well, this design is some bizarre hybrid between the real creature and the cartoon character.
Yes.
You're wasting your... Guesswork. It's his greatest secret.
So the feet are guesswork.
The real swamp creature had claws. 3 on each hand, to be precise. But why does the costume just have these pathetic fins instead?
Because the person who did it doesn't really know about it.
Something you found on the floor? So, you found it. I wonder who else knows about it.
Oh, that wasn't sinister at all.
A good example of how Boggy's feet are never shown in any form. They often use that little red bucket to hide them. This is just a piece of junk they sell to tourists. It has no resemblance to the real creature. This file goes over some basic differences between the genuine creature and the cartoon character. It's nothing more than a basic overview, really.
Okay.
I've never seen that before.
Tell me about the
I
map.
have no interest in...
No, you can't tell me about the map.
You're wasting your...
Okay, so he's got nothing to say. Yeah, he does like to casually roast us.
What?
Whom else can we ask about it? I think we ask the old lady. She might not know, but she might know.
You should ask someone else. No, thank you.
What other clues can we present to her?
I recognize some of those men. Unfortunately, they've hunted in the swamp before.
Before it became a protected area?
Before that, yes. And one of them after that.
Okay, useful information.
If you bring me something with liquid...
This is a 60-year-old journal. It was on display in a museum.
I know what it is.
I thought you might. I'm supposed to look to the past, right?
The swamp creature was living in the swamp when Richard Remington Lady Weybridge was living in the swamp when the
Lady
swamp creature
Weybridge
was discovered.
Was living in the swamp when the swamp creature was discovered by
She's
the
a
explorer
very, very
60
old
years
lady.
ago. Ah, Lady Weybridge. She was living here when Boggy was first discovered by the explorer.
So, Lady Weybridge,
I've been
tell
looking
me about
into
it.
the history of this place.
Oh, really? Did you find anything?
Yeah. You.
You must be confused. You found me today when you barged into my house. Remember?
You were living in the
You were
swamp.
already living in the swamp when the explorer came here 60 years ago.
The explorer? That man they talk about in the museum?
The one who originally discovered Boggy. You know who I'm talking about. His sketches and notes are the only real evidence we have for this creature.
You already have his journal. You learned to read, I assume. What else do you need?
There's a page
There's
missing.
a page missing from the journal. I I think you know where it is.
Why on earth would I know something like that?
Because you were the only person here when the explorer visited the swamp. I have a suspicion that the swamp creature wasn't the only thing he discovered.
You're suggesting he gave me a page from the back of his journal? Or what, that I stole it?
I really have no idea.
I have no reason to accuse you either way, lady.
I might be able to make up my
You
mind.
could have stolen it before or
doesn't
after.
belong in a museum. It belongs here, with me. You understand?
What if I promise I'll return it after I finish clearing up this mess?
Then I'll show it to you.
Is this you? He drew you into his journal? It's beautiful.
60 years ago, yes. He left the page with me. We agreed the rest of the world would manage without it.
I think there's something on the back.
Ah, it's
What's
information
this?
on Boggy's feed.
Footprints.
Lost page ripped out of the Explorer's journal, given to Weybridge by the Explorer 60 years ago. Features a drawing of Lady Weybridge at 20 years old. Also features the drawings of the Boggy's feet and footprint. He has 2 toes in the front and 1 at the back. This page proves the footprints found outside the office were not made by the real Boggy.
He drew me into his journal. I was 20 years old. That's the end of the story.
Does this explorer have a name?
Yes?
Are you going to tell me?
No. You can put that away.
Nice! So we have more information on which lady. You've not really got anything else for me to say.
Hey,
You've not really got anything else for me to say. It does! And I think, based on the reviews, the sequel game to this is even more charming. But it feels right to complete this game first, because I think a character from this, carries on into the next one.
Oh?
But it's super fun. The voice acting's all been real good.
Show it to somebody else.
I know this guy is probably the guy that did it.
No thanks, my...
What?
You're not a bad detective.
Well, I found the photo in Remington's office. It was ripped up,
Why?
though.
The music
I think
stopped
it was some
again.
kind
He
of-
was a lot of things. Don't lose that picture. And show it to Mr. Harper before you leave.
Okay. Okay.
I'm afraid I...
Why is he being cryptic?
Show it to some... No thanks, my... Why are you carrying that around with you?
I have a suspicion it may have been the murder weapon.
Really? I thought Remington was attacked by something with claws, wasn't he?
It is. I do like the character designs. It is very interesting.
I'm afraid I have no...
This guy is sus to me, but I don't like...
Show it to...
I have...
So what did...
It's hard to know what to say
You're
about it.
wasting your... Ah, yes, Agent Folder. A good man.
You know him?
We get on rather well. And we shared a number of views on the way things were run around here.
Okay, we should keep asking him about other people.
A man who has sacrificed luxuries to protect those who need protecting. Pretty good beard, too.
It is a pretty good beard. I'll give him that. It is a pretty good beard. What you got to say about
He
Harper?
seems like a good person. He even sympathizes with my cause.
He agrees with your protest? But he works here, right? And he was friends with Remington.
I think that was the only reason he worked here. Maybe he'll see the light now and leave the swamp behind him. Maybe everyone will. I have nothing. You're asking the wrong. You're wasting your.
Okay, I felt like we should ask about everyone. Back to the museum, because I think we need to show the feet to this guy.
Is that the missing page of the journal?
I think so.
It's an important artifact. It belongs in a museum.
Yeah, you're not wearing the right hat to be saying that.
Yes, the Pete's. The part of this whole thing has been figuring out what the Pete's of the guy looks like.
I have no interest. You're wasting your... I've never seen that. I have no interest.
I feel like I'm just going through and asking...
You're wasting...
I feel like we should ask
I've never...
about everyone
person...
and everything. There you go. We're done talking to him now. We're done talking to him now. We can go back and talk to everyone else.
This area's kind of...
I don't really have... You won't be if you want...
I'm just skipping through things that aren't important. We're not stuck, I just feel like it's important that I show people everything. And there's no point you guys having to hear the same thing I said over and over again.
You won't be getting... If you want to... I don't really... You won't be... If you want... I don't... You won't... If you want...
Okay, we've asked...
I'm a busy...
We should ask about the people.
I simply... The world's premier director. The king of wit and whimsy.
I just feel like we should go through and ask everyone about everything at this point.
He's been working with me for a number of years. A real expert, of course. You want me to sign a photograph for you? I'm a busy man. Ah, yes. The reason we're all here, of course.
Not me.
Isn't he your prime suspect?
Well, officially, yeah, but I mean...
What an amazing creature! No one has seen him for 60 years and he still manages to get accused of murder. Incredible!
It does kind of look like a creature, I'll give you that. It's like a wet octopus.
Now there's a man who could handle himself.
I'm not so sure.
Well, apart from yesterday, that was just a one-off, wasn't it?
For him, I think so, yes.
What is it? Some evidence from last night's murder?
Oh, we haven't talked to him.
Last night. But how did
oh
you
my
know
god,
him before?
it's a creature.
Did you know him?
It's a
I've never really
creature
spoken
from
with
this
him, but
one.
we've come into contact a few times. Vincent likes to handle that kind of work, and I like to let him.
What do you think of this place? The tourist attraction, I mean.
I can't say I like the idea of a natural area like this becoming commercialized.
I know! I just can't understand why anyone would even try.
I think Mr. Remington had his reasons. He looked like a man with a couple of secrets.
Like what?
I have no idea. If I knew, they wouldn't be secrets.
The creature from the swamp.
I'm sorry, What is it? I'm sorry. What is it?
The creature
I'm sorry, I
from
have not
the
seen that.
swamp. They're asking
What is it?
to everyone about everything. I'm sure you've been doing this as we were going along, but now we have to do it all at once, and you have to hear the same soundbite over and over again. That's one problem with this kind of game. Is that if you're making sure that you're 100% in everything, is that sometimes you just have to...
That's the food I saw Mr. Remington eating at the cafe last night.
Yeah, because like how was I supposed to know to show him that?
That's right.
This is going down in my notebook. It might be important.
Try showing it to somebody different.
Do you not know about Mr. Remington?
I really don't have an opinion. You should ask.
Okay, we're done talking with him. Is there nothing else?
So... there's an open one.
I can't think of any reason to go back into his room.
Oh? Show it to some... No thanks. I'm afraid... No thanks. I'm afraid... Show it.
And we've shown him everything now. We've got to find someone to talk to about him.
Hey.
We haven't really asked her about people.
Yeah, I have a pretty good view of him from here. Anyone supporting animal rights is okay in my book. His protest used to have a bit more energy, though. He spends more time inside his tent
I
these
will
days.
definitely eat the
What's he
crucial
doing
evidence.
there?
I'm happy to say, I don't know.
There might be something I can ask Echo about.
Sally Spears has never spoken to Echo. And spends more time in his tent. He has less time holding his protest sign and more time in
Echo
his tent.
spends less time holding
There we go.
the protest sign and more time
I didn't
in
know
his
that they
tent.
could see each
I
other
wonder
from
if
this
Echo
vantage
can
point.
tell me what he's been doing that's more important than his protest.
We should ask about the other people.
Is that your new friend? Sweet.
We know about him.
One murder is one murder too many.
Is that one of the more Is that your new sweet?
She's really
I
not
think the
been
cartoon
anything.
character is kind of dumb.
What about the real creature?
I've never met him.
Me neither.
He made sure I always got paid, so I can't say anything bad about him.
You can if you like. He won't hear you.
You should have more respect for the dead.
I know.
Okay, yeah. That was silly.
Is that one? That is. Never seen it before.
Okay.
I have.
So it's not actually from
I
the
can
thing.
draw.
Can you show?
There's no time. Where are? Is that one? I have.
I feel like we should just present to
Where
her
are you?
everything.
Is that one of your?
Now
I have
everyone
no
has
idea
seen
what
this
that
picture
is.
and we can't be incriminated.
Where are you? Is that one? I was.
It's just part of the character, I guess. I'm surprised they don't sell some sort of boggy foot soaker.
And that would be the one product I'd consider buying. Where are...
Okay, last pieces of
This
evidence.
was taken near the forest at the back of the swamp, correct?
Yes, I think so.
Mm-hmm. The water is really clear back there. The legs of this thing are reflected in the bottom half of the photo. It's a nice shot, actually.
A reflection? Oh, yeah, of course. A reflection in the water.
Is that one of your clues? I have no... Where are you...
Okay, we've asked her about everything. We've asked her about everything. I feel like we can go back to this guy.
Oh?
Okay, guy. Why Have you not been doing your
spending
job?
less time protesting recently and more time, in your tent. Normally I wouldn't pry, but it's my job to ask...
Untouched people have even noticed something like that. I usually get the impression everyone else is doing their best to ignore me.
So, you admit it's true?
You can put your notebook away. There isn't really any reason for it. Nothing worth writing down, at least.
Well, if it's not worth writing down, maybe it's worth hearing.
In that case, you'd forget it.
How do you know? Maybe it would echo in my mind.
Look, if you take a guess and get it right, I promise not to deny it.
Let's work out why Echo was hidden away in his tent. Notebook time.
No. No. The weather?
You've been in your tent because it's been raining!
Why not?
And more time. Normally,
You?
Well,
in that...
Howdy. What? You've been in...
Okay, so maybe...
Nothing.
Let's work out notebook. You've been hiding in your tent from the tax man.
Why not?
I think it's...
Chapter 4, the beginning of the end. It was funny just to see all the different options there, because I wasn't actually sure why he would be hiding in his tent. We solved his challenge. We solved her challenge. We've solved his challenge. We've solved everyone's challenges, but it still only says 76%.
Ah, you finally returned. Well, did you find the swamp creature? Where is he?
I didn't find him.
What? You're not getting paid to wander about aimlessly, Grimoire. Get back out there.
I don't
need to.
He didn't commit the crime. Boggy's criminal record. Continue.
Why not? I thought he was our prime suspect.
Not anymore.
Didn't you find photographic evidence of Boggy from last night? Let me see that photo.
It's not him.
If that's not Boggy, what is it?
It's someone in a
I found
costume.
designs for the costume in a trash can. Not only that, I collected all the pieces of the costume myself. Well, nearly all of them. There's still the one that...
But the footprints at the scene of the crime! How can you prove these don't belong to a real creature?
Because Boggy's footprints aren't that.
I thought there were no records of a footprint anywhere.
No public records. The footprints at the crime scene don't match the ones on this page. They're just a product of these slippers.
My boy Foggy did nothing.
But Grimoire, this costume...
He did nothing.
Free my boy. Claws of any kind. How do you explain the 3 wounds on the victim's chest?
He did nothing. Free my boy.
The prongs match up with the wounds perfectly. The handle's even covered in slime, see?
Ah, but this swamp slime was one of the reasons Boggy became a suspect in the first place. Surely this only incriminates the creature further.
You'd think so, wouldn't you? But that slime, it's not exactly what you think.
It is.
This stuff has an uncanny resemblance to the so-called swamp slime. A bunch of it was stolen from the storeroom of the cafe, which Reminds me.
What is that exactly?
Poison hot dog.
A poisoned hot dog. It's the second reason that the murderer broke into the storeroom. He put this green powder on the entire supply, just to make sure.
To make sure of what?
To make sure Remington got ill and had to return to his
premeditated
office.
murder.
Remington went back to his office? Alone?
Premeditated murder.
I've been looking through your evidence, Grimoire. One piece in particular seems critical to me. I think we need to work
The
out.
video footage? Vincent Vanderpeer filmed it last night, at the exact moment of the murder, I believe.
Well, exactly. I think we can both agree these sounds in the background. They're essential in our mystery. Could you talk me through them? Just rearrange the descriptions on the left to match the sounds on the right. Drag them around and keep swapping until you're happy with the order. And if you want to hear the sounds again, you can tap on them.
No problem. I can always check my case file if I want to go over my notes.
So, Remington rips the curtain fabric as he falls. Opens the office door, cries out as Boggy appears. That's him. Remington fires his rifle.
I think that's
There we go.
Ah, excellent. There's just two small details bothering me. First of all, if Remington ripped off a piece of his curtains, why wasn't it found at the crime scene? What happened to it?
It was inside the
Turns
head.
out the murderer took that piece of fabric and concealed it inside the head of the costume. Then he fled the crime scene to hide all the parts in different areas of the swamp.
How do we know
that's
who
my
did it,
problem. If Remington fired his rifle, how did the assailant survive and manage to escape? Did Remington miss his target?
At point blank? A man of his experience? I don't think so. In fact, the answer to that question is the very last link in our chain. The one thing that has eluded me so far. I'll drag the clue items from the left onto my drawing here, and we'll see what happens when we compare the pieces I collected with the original design I found.
Leggings. We're missing the top. We're missing the torso.
Wait, you never found the body piece, the torso.
Which makes it more likely to
You're
be
right.
Fat Guy in the poncho.
And I never would have found it. Not lying around. Not like the others.
But what does this have to do with the murderer surviving the rifle shot?
Torso's probably made of some thing material.
Something covering the culprit's entire upper body. I believe it may have even been enough to
soften the impact from a bullet. Aha!
Exactly.
Well, let's put your theory to the test. Where is that last piece of the costume? But how? We looked everywhere. Not a single clue.
Because the guy's still wearing it.
He's still wearing it.
I don't know what you want with me. Sounds like you two were smart enough to uncover the real criminal in this swamp, and lucky enough to have somebody else deal with him for you. You worked it out. He had his rifle on him. He got half a glance at me and pulled the trigger without hesitation.
But why would he do that? You were dressed as Buggy. He shouldn't be pointing his gun at a unique scientific specimen, not to mention his main attraction.
It wasn't premeditated murder. He
You're right.
planned.
It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense, does it? Not unless you're in on the secret.
So I think this might actually be considered an accident. You could spin this as an accident if he really wanted to. Because he could say he went in there to scare the guy off. The guy pulled the gun on him, tried to shoot, shot him, but then, scared himself out of the window. But oh no, because he was stabbed. But you could claim self-defense. The hunting photo was framed. Because Richard Remington was here to hunt Boggy.
The hunting photo was framed because Richard Remington was here to hunt Boggy. Ooh, that's nearly right. The hunting photo leads me to believe Richard Remington was here to hunt Boggy.
Final chapter, The Hunter and the Hunted.
A secret society, an order of hunters, seeking out mysterious and elusive creatures.
The order goes further than this one man, and much further than this one swamp.
The whole thing is
Nah, we're pretty sure the cuts were caused by the
knew
stabbings
something
were
was
caused
wrong
by
as soon
the
as I
fire
stepped into that
poker.
office.
I'm glad you've finally come around. It's not just
But what about Remington? He was a member of this order?
He made Boggy his own personal project, his own obsession. For years he hunted the creature, the potential perfect addition to his collection.
But he owned the tourist attraction. He set it up himself, didn't he?
He did. It was just his way of forming a legal loophole. Since the area became protected, he and his friends were unable to come here for hunting anymore. Boggy's Bog was just a front for his own little game. A man pursuing a creature.
A creature that might not even exist.
And that's why Remington kept a rifle nearby at all times?
Well, exactly. He didn't want to take any chances.
Now, don't you see? I did this place a service. Did Boggy a service. That creature, he can live in peace again.
Can he? You tried to frame him for murder. You wanted everyone to think he was some kind of ruthless predator?
Well, think about it. Once he became suspected of murder, they'd have no choice but to shut this whole place down. Everyone would finally realize they had no business here.
How can you know
How
what
can
Boggy
you know
wanted?
what Boggy wanted? He might not be what you're...
Detective,
It's
finished. Well, don't be angry. You should be glad. It's finally time to leave the swamp. You have another job to do.
I don't know.
Not that it makes any difference to somebody like you, but I never intended to kill him. Just to scare him.
Yeah, I
Convince
thought
him.
so.
Boggy wasn't going to let him live here in peace any longer. But, true to form, he had his rifle on him. You worked out the rest yourself.
Well, Mr. Everstone, I'm afraid you'll still have to come with us. Fortunately, there's a police station just a few miles down the...
Hey, wait!
And the real Boggy. I said he was hiding in that tree hollow. Jaquicho. Jaquicho.
Aha!
Looks like you solved more than one mystery tonight.
Jaquicho. I think this was a nice little game. I'm excited to play the sequel. That was a good one-off. I really enjoyed that. The art style was good for the time period. The voice acting was decent. It was a fun story. There wasn't too much of it wasn't too hard. Because sometimes when you've got a game that's story heavy like this, too many puzzles can make it kind of too hard.
Well, what did they decide to do?
We had Mr. Everstone questioned. He was happy to tell us everything he knew. A number of rumors going around the department have been confirmed.
And Remington's office?
Searched down to the last detail. And well, we agree with you, but I know what you're thinking. I'd love to put an end to it, just the same as you. But there's always...
Are we going after them?
We'd better be.
Ooh. Ooh. Obviously, that would have been more interesting if we didn't know that there was a sequel. But that's still good. That was still a good. Nice. That was definitely a very fun game. I liked that the cryptid was real. Because a lot of the time they just leave the cryptid as fake. But I enjoy a game that's like kind of silly like that. That scratched the itch for what kind of game I wanted to play today. Who is about at the minute that we can read into? Who is about? No one's really playing any. I haven't really got anyone today. Alright. I guess it's just an end stream game. No, there's no one to raid tonight. Nobody's streaming. We've somehow managed to find a point in time where nobody I know is streaming. Unless anyone else has got a recommendation, I'll give you a minute or two to decide if you've got anyone you want to raid into. But yeah, we're in a weird point where there's like no one to raid tonight. Everyone's kind of playing like stuff that's not really like community night games and stuff, and that's not really something I feel comfy raiding into. That's sad. Okay, we'll do creature raid tomorrow. How's that sound? We'll do creature raid tomorrow, if you guys remind me. Right then. I've been Pigeon Wishes, your resident pigeon fairy from the UK, and thank you everyone for coming in and watching Detective Grimoire. I will see you all tomorrow for Yuppie Psycho, and I hope everyone has a good night. Ta-da!